Amandla. Viva ANC, viva. Viva ANC, viva. Long live the spirit of John Langalibalele Dube, long live. Long live the spirit of John Langalibalele Dube, long live. Long live the spirit of Pixley Sakaseme, long live. Long live the spirit of Pixley Sakaseme, long live. Long live the spirit of Albert Lutuli, long live. Long live the spirit of President Albert Lutuli, long live. Long live the spirit of President Gumede, long live. Amandla. Comrade Sanbonan. Molweni. Dumelang. Abisheni. Abisheni. Wow. Dimacheroni. Wow, balahleka kabantu. Manje ilanga elibalulekile kakhulu leli. Sizawuqala ngelesson ngoba ibirthday ka-ANC le. Uma ngesitsonga sithi absheni. Siyaphendula sonke sithi ahe. Absheni. Absheni. Ngesivenda uma sithi ndimacheroni. Sithi abude. Ndimacheroni. Ndimacheroni. Iswana ke siyafana nesisuthu. So ngeke sangena lapho. Good morning siyayazi. Ihuye more kudala siphila ngaphansi kwayo. So ngeke singene kuyo. Comrades, forward nge-eThekwini region, forward. Forward nge-eThekwini region, forward. Ngiyajabula kakhulu ukuthi ngikhuluma after umeya wethu uComrade Zandile. Deputy President yeSalga. Besithi masihlangana endaweni eziningi sithi singontanga. Ngimbiza Deputy President naye engibiza Deputy President. So namhlanje ekseni mangimbona ngithi sawubona ntanga uthi hayi wena sowudlulile sowupresident. So ngifuna ukuthi kuye izolo benginomhlangano no President Zuma la khona la eThekwini at John Dube House. So uma sengihamba ngikhomba uComrade Lubisi Director General wakahulumeni. Ngithi President Zuma sebangibiza ngelinye igama manje. Bathi ngu-President Deputy. Sebahlanganisa wonke lamagama. So ngifuna ukutshela uComrade untanga wami, uComrade Zandile ukuthi no, masingayekani kulento kuba wontanga. Sengu-President Deputy manje ngoba le Deputy saqhubeka ngu-Deputy ka-President Zuma. Ngiyajabula kakhulu ukuba lapha, comrades. For me, this is quite an emotional time, particularly because this is the birthday of the African National Congress. Masiti, happy birthday, ANC, happy birthday. Happy birthday, ANC, happy birthday. One of the most important decisions that the officials took on their feet before we even met formally was to decide ukuthi we are going to honor the founding comrades of the African National Congress, the founding fathers and the mothers of the ANC. We decided, standing on our feet, before we even had any formal meeting, that we are going to lay wreaths during this period of celebrating the birthday of the ANC and go to all centers where our forebears, the founding fathers and mothers of our movement, are buried, and go and lay wreaths. For us, this is a most symbolic moment, symbolic in many, many ways, not only to celebrate the birth of the ANC or the founding of the ANC, but to celebrate what the ANC stands for in the lives of our people, in the hearts and the minds of all our people, and not only ANC members. We decided that we would go, firstly, to go and lay a wreath in Johannesburg, in Gauteng, at the grave of our longest-serving president, O.R. Tambo. That was done by our national chairperson, and today we are here coming to lay a wreath at the first president of the African National Congress. And after this, as you have already heard, Sizowia, and lay a wreath at the burial site of comrade, our president, Chief Albert Lutuli. We will also go to the homestead of comrade Pixley Sakaseme, who deputy president is currently laying a wreath at the gravesite in Maritzburg of President Gumede. After this, we have decided that we are going to proceed to the Eastern Cape, and in the Eastern Cape, we are going to lay wreaths at the other leaders of the African National Congress. Sizawuya among Mabeno, President Zuma, or leaders of the movement, Khubusana, and a number of others. We will also go to the gravesite of our leader, Nelson Mandela Ekunu. We are still finalizing the exact dates when that should be, in the coming few days or a little later. So for us, it is important that we do this, because by doing this, we are going back to our roots. We are going to the roots of the African National Congress, and we will also be visiting and laying wreaths at other iconic leaders of our movement. We will also go to the gravesite of Umama, Charlotte Maxeke, Lillian Ngoyi, and a number of other women leaders of our movement. Here in Durban, we will also come back and go and lay a wreath and remember the role that was played by Mahatma Gandhi in our struggle as well. We want to be as inclusive and as broad as we possibly can be. We actually want to start a new tradition which will go to enriching not only the history of the African National Congress, but enriching the history of our country. Because if you look at it properly, the real history of our country really started in 1912. In 1912, when the African National Congress was founded, and John Langalibalele Dube became the first president of the ANC. That is when the struggle for freedom, the struggle for human dignity really got underway in our country. In real formal sense, having been preceded by a number of other gallant struggles that were waged by many, many of our leaders and many of our people in the colonial days. It is therefore fitting that we should gather here this morning, comrades, to pay our respects to this founding father of our nation. As we are here, we celebrate the ANC's birth, but we are also here to remember very fondly the role that Reverend John Langalibalele Dube played in the life not only of the ANC, but more importantly, in the life of our country, but also in the lives of our people. We are also here to report back to our first president. In 1994, President Mandela came to vote here. And as he came to vote here, he said to the first president of the ANC, President Dube, I have come to report that South Africa is free finally after the struggle that you waged from 1912. Today we are also here to come and report that we have just emerged from a conference, the 54th conference of our movement. We've come to report that we held a very, very successful conference. Abaningi bebecabanga ukuthi le conference ebesiya kuyo ngoDisemba kuzoba iconference yokugcina ika-African National Congress. Bebecabanga ukuthi sizawulwa sishayane ibhidlike i-ANC. Namhlanje siyakwazi ukuripota ku-president wethu wokuqala ukuthi the ANC is still here and the ANC is still alive. And the ANC has elected a unified leadership. A leadership which is going to demonstrate unity, a leadership which is going to forge unity within our movement. A leadership which has emerged determined ukuthi it's going to renew our movement and make the African National Congress not only united, but stronger, more powerful, more effective, and able not only to govern this country, but to lead our people to a better life. That is the ANC that has emerged from that conference. We are also here, comrades, to celebrate the promise that our first president made to the people of South Africa. And the promise that he made was that we want to create a South Africa that is non-racial, a South Africa that is non-sexist, a South Africa that is just and democratic, and a South Africa that is prosperous. This President John Langalibalele Dube is a South Africa that we are in the process of developing. You laid a very important foundation. You laid important foundation stones, and we are proceeding to go ahead to fulfill that promise. And this conference that we have emerged from not only elected a leadership, but also adopted important policies that speak to what you and your colleagues from 1912 were fighting for. Promise of justice, promise of returning the land to our people. The conference decided that, yes, we are going to move with speed to return the land that John Langalibalele Dube, Pixley Kaisa Kaseme, Khubusana, and many others were talking about in 1912. Yes, many years later, we are saying that land indeed will be returned, and we are going to take that land and put it in the hands of our people, whether they like it or not. It is going to happen. And we will do this to advance the interests of our people in relation to developing the economy of our country. The commitment that we have made at our conference and the commitment that the leadership that has been elected, that is here today, part of whom are here today, is a promise that they are going to execute. We've got our NEC members who are here today. Oh, comrade Bheki Cele, as we had, Comrade Nkosazana Dlamini Zuma, Comrade Senzo Mkhulu, who are here, and a number of other comrades. This is the mandate they have been given together nama officials. Uguti noma kanjani, we have got to advance the interests of our people through developing our economy. This is what John Langalibalele Dube would have wanted. He would have wanted us to pursue a program of radical socio-economic transformation, which will be in the interest of all our people. Hayi lapho sizawukhetha abanye abantu kuphela. Ifanele le radical socio-economic transformation ibe i-transformation yabo bonke abantu, hayi labo nalabo kuphela. Yona into ebeyizofunwa uJohn Langalibalele Dube. Now we feel ukuthi the work that they started in 1912 has given us a great deal of opportunities. The many opportunities that they have created for us are opportunities that we are going to take up. And in the course of doing so, we are going to make sure that we adhere to the value system that they used to adhere to. Le nkokheli lezi ezilele apha bekuyinkokheli ebeziqhuba izinto kahle, bebeziphathe kahle kuyo yonke into ebebeyenza empilweni yabo. Nathi we want to go back to that value system that guided their lives, so that we root out all the bad things that have crept into our movement and into the body politic of our country. Eyoqala, we are going to be determined to root out corruption within our ranks. That we are going to do, because that undermines the interests of our people as a whole. And as we do so, we will also be strengthening the African National Congress. What they stood for also was a strong ANC, an ANC that lives and breathes amongst our people, an ANC that works to advance the interests of our people, and an ANC that is accountable to our people. Eyona into esizofuna ukuyenza kule term of office is to strengthen our branches, to make sure that our branches are indeed alive and they are strong. And the branches of the African National Congress all over the country become the repository of everything that is good for our people. And I am happy to be here at eThekwini, the biggest region, not only here in KZN, but possibly in the whole country. That's why I get it forward, eThekwini region forward. Ngoba eThekwini region, because of its size, because of its influence, and because it is the home of our legends, must be a region that shows great leadership. It must be a region that is an example to all the regions in our country. So that fills me with a great deal of pride to be here in this region and to know Guti, the first president of the African National Congress, lies in this very region. So nina bantu balapha eThekwini, you are very fortunate to have the giants of our movement residing here amongst you. Sifuna ukuthi their spirit nalamathambo uComrade Zandile wayethi siyawashukumisa namhlanje ukuthi lamathambo oDube oseme siwashukumise ngempela, nathi lawo mathambo asishukumise sibe iANC ezowazi ukuthi iANC which is living and walking in the steps of our forebears, the great leaders of our movement. So comrades, ukuba kwethu lapha, we've brought our respect to our leaders. We've also come to pay homage to our leaders. We've also brought recognition, greater recognition to our leaders. And we wish and hope that the role that they played, the contribution that they made to the freedom of our people should be a contribution and a role that is taught in the schools of our country, so that it must be part of the rich curriculum that our children will be taught about the role they played. Siyeke kufundiswa ngabo Jan van Riebeeck, siyeke kufundiswa ngalabo bebesicindezela. Our lessons in history must applaud the role that was played by those people who played a key role to free us, but not only to free us, but to lay an example for us who follow them. I can say with great humility as the newest president of the African National Congress, that I am in awe to stand at these hallowed grounds, the hallowed grounds where lies the bones and the spirit of John Langalibalele Dube. I am in awe and I'm humbled to stand here and know that here lies the remains of one of the greatest sons of South Africa, whom I can draw lessons from. And indeed, all of us as the leaders in the top six, indeed all of us as the leaders in the National Executive Committee, we need to be looking at the example they laid as what we can learn and inculcate in everything that we do. But more importantly, ukuzithoba, to humble ourselves in the service of our people, just like John Langalibalele Dube did, because he served our people with humility, he served our people with modesty, he served our people with commitment. And many of us who are here, who are leaders of our movement in various structures, I wish and would that we can draw lessons from their lives, draw lessons in the way that they deported themselves, how they adhered to truthfulness, how they adhered to honesty, and how they put our people first rather than anything else, and how everything they did was to promote the interests of our people. So this is what brings us here, and as we finalize our report to the first president, we say, President, this new leadership that has been elected will seek in all ways not to fail you, not to soil the reputation of the movement that you led so well right from the beginning. One of the other things that we did yesterday was to go and pay our respects to King Zwelithini. Siyesaya sayosbega kusilo. All of us as the leaders, top 5 leaders of the ANC and a number of NEC members. It was a most wonderful occasion, and we then determined we are going to go throughout the country, seeing okumkani, amakhosi ethu, and our traditional leaders. We will go back to them and also table a report to them about our conference. We will do this because many of them played a critical role in getting us where we are. Their forebears played a critical role. For instance, the great-grandfather of our king here, uDinizulu, he played a critical role also in the formation of the African National Congress. And we acknowledge that, as Isilo told us about the role that his great-grandfather played. And similarly, in Eastern Cape, there are also amakhosi whose forebears played a key role in the formation of the ANC. And as you may all recall, the ANC in its initial constitution used to have a house of traditional leaders, a house that had a number of traditional leaders, King Dinizulu, Ubuyelekaya in the Eastern Cape, and many others, including people, traditional leaders in Swaziland, Botswana, and Lesotho. So it is important for us to go and pay homage to them as well and report back on what their movement has agreed to. Now, I want to end with a message that King Zwelithini imparted to all of us. And he said he would like to see the leadership of the ANC here in KZN united. He said, and it was pleasing ukuthi our leaders here in KZN, many of them were there. The leaders who've now been grouped in two groups, and he looked at all of them and said, Ngiyisilo, ngifuna ukuthi nihlangane nibe into enye. Waze wathi khawulanani izandla. Wathi khawulanani izandla. And we all reached out and shook hands. It was a joy to see uComrade Senzo no Comrade Sihle bebambana ngezandla. It was a real joy. And all this was happening under his supervision, Yesilo. What more can you wish for? What more can you ask for? It was a real joy to see our comrades wethu shaking hands, sitting side by side, and agreeing, yes, ukuthi they are going to forge unity. Ngicina ke ngokuthi, comrades, lapha eKZN, our program is singular. Our program is one. And that program, comrades, is to forge unity. That program is to unite the two groups that we've got here in KZN. And that we are going to do. Nganitshela ke ukuthi bayathanda noma abathandi sizawubadibanisa ukuthi babe into enye. We will get our leaders to work together because bebonke, comrades, bebonke, they've made a contribution to our struggle. And namhlanje, as the president of ANC, singime lapha ethuneni le president yokuqala. Ngizawubatshela lama comrades njengoba ngibatshela ngithi instruction ke eqala lapha ya ku president wokuqala idlule ko Madiba ize ifike la kimi instruction ukuthi unite. We want you to unite and to be one thing here in KZN. Comrades, KZN is far too important to the life and existence of the ANC to be divided. We do not want a divided African National Congress here in KZN. We all know, and I remember very clearly, one of the words that was articulated by Comrade Nkosazana Dlamini Zuma ngalesikhathi kune contest. Izolo ngiyengathi i-contest iphelile and the winner is the African National Congress. Iphelile contest, there's only one winner. But one of the things that Comrade Nkosazana Dlamini Zuma said ngalesikhathi kunaleya contest wathi, united, divided we fall. Iqala njani lento Comrade Nkosazana? Ethi divided we fall, united we stand. Washo njalo. Awu ngisafuna ukuthi ngihlale naye angifundise kahle. That is what she said. And she said that in the middle of that contest. And I said, that has a great deal of meaning. And it has a great deal of meaning here in KZN, comrades. Ukuthi I want these words to sink in. Githi sonke, as branch members, as branch leaders, as regional leaders and provincial leaders, nathi at a national level, we must rid ourselves of factionalism. We must rid ourselves of working in groups. We must only have one group that will be united and that will stand for the African National Congress. Ngithanda ukuthi siqhube kanjalo. Thina as the national leaders, the office bearers, we will be working day and night to help to forge unity here in KZN. Ngisho njalo ngoba 2019 is around the corner. And ngeke sikwazi kuya ku-2019 when we are divided. So umsebenzi we-unity here in KZN starts yesterday. We must proceed to unite this province and make sure that we move to a provincial conference that is going to unite the province. We've had a national conference that has united the leadership of the African National Congress. Masithi sonke, forward to a united KZN, forward. Forward to a united KZN, forward. Amandla. Long live the spirit of John Langalibalele Dube, long live. Long live the spirit of Nelson Mandela, long live. Amandla.